Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday, 26th. As you can see, we got Miss Paisley out here. One of the main reasons why I'm having a hard time getting some stuff done, but kids come first. I just want to give everybody an update. I've had quite a bit of messages and questions as far as what's going on with the truck, as well as some of the other stuff we have going in the shop. So I figured I'd just give a quick walkthrough on all the rides, on what's going on, where we're at with everything, and what the goals are for the rest of the year, and then what the goals are for the rest of the team this year as well. So I'm gonna turn you guys around and show you some rides and give you guys a little explanation on everything. So we'll start off with the boosted truck. As you can see, it is very, very dirty still from the last time we've had it out. To be honest with you guys, it was a very, I guess you could call it an emotional or frustrated time with the truck. We spent all winter basically rewiring the entire truck, as you can see, courtesy of Jason Benson. Did a fantastic job, and looks a little sloppy right now because we had to take some stuff apart, but he does great work, and we're pretty happy to have him on the team. And then the sad news is we're missing an engine. Had the motor taken apart over winter time, obviously due to the issues last year. Had some oiling issues and took out the crank and everything else. So we had it fully rebuilt, made 4 passes on it this year. Still had some oiling issues, not really sure what the overall outcome of that was, but at the end of the day, that wasn't our biggest issue. Over here, some of you guys may have seen on Facebook, that little screw on the throttle body decided to let loose. So unfortunately, since screw all the way through the motor, took out a couple pistons and damaged the heads. So what I decided to do was just have the motor gone through again. We're going to freshen it up with all new bearings, even though it doesn't have that many passes on it. We're going to go back with a little bit bigger piston just because that's what we could find in stock. So it's going to be now a 430 cubic inch, and still going back to the twins. I don't know if I've ever told anybody, some of you guys may know, but the new turbos, or the new turbo setup, we got 2 of the new big boys. These are twin 88s, 96 back housing, so we could still get some nice spoolage going on there. But we were hoping to be a little bit more efficient this year with the setup, not try to work the motor so hard, and ultimately that didn't work out. But we hopefully next week or two the motor gets back to us and we can kind of figure out what our game plan is. We're changing up the fuel cell. We think one of our issues with the fuel issues, obviously, as you can see, it's going to sit behind the fuel pump. So we're going to go ahead and remount it kind of up here in this front location, so that way we can get the kind of force feed it to the pump rather than trying to let the pump do all the work. So help it out a little bit there. So that's going to take a few weeks to get that done as well. So realistically, our main goal with the truck next is to just make it to Gravel-Rama. If we can make it out before that, that'd be great. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So that's kind of a little update on that truck. If you have any questions, let me know. The next truck up on the list that everybody loves and talks about is the old K5 Blazer that was previously owned by Stephen Chase, a good buddy of mine. Give you guys a quick walk around. Everybody thinks this is like some hidden gem. It is a full factory frame rail, factory suspension, all nice and steel. And gutted interior, obviously. 2 seats, small cage, fuel cell. And again, everything is all steel. Okay. Just gonna give you guys a look on the back end here. Nothing crazy going on. Update on this ride is we had initially planned on getting this ride ready for this year. As you can see, we got a good bit of it done already. We do not have it wired yet. And the other issue we ran into is these new headers, for whatever reason, they don't seal tight with these flanges. So from here to here, there's not tight. So you can see there's a little bit of movement that causes these, they're not really V-band very tight, so they just fall over. So what we have to do, I kind of lost the momentum on that. We have to cut those V-bands off and re-weld some new ones on. Finish it up. I got to mount the intercooler and everything still, which is, we just got to do it. Other than that, this ride's pretty much going to be ready to go. So just so you guys know kind of the little history on this ride, if you don't know of it, it's a West Coast built ride from Stephen Chase. Had a 427 in it, ran fantastic. I think the best time so far is like a 373, I believe. Thing weighs in at 4150 with the driver in it, so it's a heavy pig to run that kind of time, but it's just set up well. What's in there now? That is not a LSX block. Okay, that's just a standard GM 60 block, painted orange, 24X, good bottom end, good cam. Heads are stock, and we're gonna do twin 76s. These are old turbos off the boosted truck, so we're just gonna reutilize those and hopefully create a pretty reliable ride. We're not looking to break records with this thing. We can go 4.0 14s consistently without tearing her up. Just be kind of more of a bracket style car. That's what we're hoping for. And then a couple of my buddies, Tanner Newburn and a couple other guys, are gonna kind of be the drivers of this thing to get their feet wet and have some fun in a pretty reliable car. This one will be on E85, so we're not gonna put on methanol. We want it to be something we can take on the dunes, quiet it down a little bit so we can run it out there and do a quote unquote test and tune, as well as take it over the hills and have some good time in it. So again, any questions on this build, just let me know. But it's pretty standard stuff. Just got to get her done. And then the last one, which is by far my favorite, is my wife's truck. So you can see the pink Chevrolet, and she loves this. Silly boys, trucks are for girls. Beautiful truck, K20 long bed, 3/4 ton. As you can see, we went ahead with a single turbo setup on this. So this one is also pretty close to being done. Went with the Terminator X system on it. Ran into a couple situations with the front accessories, which is why the water pump and everything's off of it. So get that done. We have a fuel system left to do on it, and it is already wired, so that's all good. And then really just pulleys and a couple drain line and a feed for the turbo. And this ride's pretty much done. So the goal with this is to not be a sand truck. We may take it on the dunes just to cruise around, but as you guys can see, it's just super clean. Open the inside here. So super clean in general. Yes, that is a Ford seat, so don't give me shit for it. So we're just gonna basically use this ride as a street truck. Hoping to make like 500-600 horsepower out of it. Wheel horsepower will be plenty for the streets. And just let my wife, this is my wife's truck, not mine. So let her kind of take the baby for a ride in it and cruise around and just have a good time. It's her very first car she ever had, and she hasn't been able to drive it the last 2 years because I decided to take out the carburetor motor in it. But now we're to the point of almost being completed with it. So once we get that buttoned up, we're hoping to have it out to the dunes for its kind of first outing, 4th of July. So we'll see. A lot of work to do yet, but with the baby, it makes it pretty hard to get stuff done. But I'm working on there. And then just kind of give you guys an update on everything else. You can see this is Jason Benson's ride, the Kryptonite Jeep. Big ProCharger setup, 580 some cubic inch. Let's see if I can show you that. So big ProCharger. Thing just straight rips. It's been pretty quick in testing already at our local track that is a horsepower robbing track. So this ride is looking to race this weekend at the Pro Truck Nationals, I believe. So he's hoping to see what he can do there, kind of compete with the big guys and hopefully that middle class or so. Just have fun. And then you just have the Razor. So that's all we got. So if you guys have any other questions on any of the rides, let me know. For the most part, that's kind of the update that we got going on right now. Like I said, hopefully in the coming days and weeks, we can get some of these rides buttoned up and on the street and back on the track and hopefully back on the dunes. So, all right. Again, anything else, let me know, but we appreciate all the support from everybody. As a team, we're learning, getting better. We're pretty new. I'm only 27, Jason's 27, and the other guy, Tyler, with the black Jeep, is not in here right now, but he is also, he'll be 28 soon. So all of us are just kind of getting the hang of things, figuring out how our program wants to work and go from there. So this year we're just figuring it out. I'm gonna go to as many races as we can to continue testing our stuff and chopping away at the ET and hopefully getting a couple wins underneath our belt. So look forward to seeing everybody this year. Unfortunately, I will not make it to the Pro Truck Nationals this weekend just because I'm tied up with work and Missy here. But we'll make a few more races this year and have some fun while doing it. So again, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe if you guys want some more updates. I will be doing more weekly updates as I go. So the square body is going to be up next. I guess I should say the K20 be up next. So we're gonna get that going. So I'll do some videos of the progress with that. And then once we get the engine back, we'll go ahead and take a look at the boosted truck as well. So appreciate you guys watching. Again, let me know if there's any other questions and have a good day. See ya.